Good morning, small players. Before you tell me that my audio is off again, I should disclose that my throat is scratchy and that's why I probably don't sound like myself. This morning, it's not the audio. But thank you for coming to watch another episode of our pre market scanning, where we go over all of these small caps that our scanner has picked up and we analyze the support and resistance levels that we're going to use to take trades all day long. The scanner's pretty busy this morning. Granted, I'm starting this stream a little later than usual. I was actually waiting for my throat to sort of loosen up a little bit so I can speak and drink my tea and all of that. But here we are. So the first stock on the scanner is GHSI, which we've actually traded in the past. It's not a stock that's completely unknown in the trading world. Right now it's below all indicators, which I normally don't like, but it is approaching this key area here, right? We see this candle, very sharp rejection of 154. When it goes down to 154 here, it could find buyers. It already tested it a couple times, right? Tested it here, tested it here, tested it here. So that could be a reversal trade if we get enough buyers on 154. If you guys are new to the streams, be sure to watch the stream from yesterday. We'll really watch all the streams. There's a playlist on our channel, Daily Market Overview, so it's very easy to watch them all. Every day we share some different knowledge. So we talked yesterday about how to properly trade bounce trades. So if we know that 154 is supposed to be support, it's not like as soon as it touches 154 we buy. We want to see other buyers stepping in. We want to see increase in volume. We want to see rejection of lower prices, and we want to see the tape turn green, showing bullish momentum. So we wait for all those things for confirmation. So basically what would happen is if it sets up a bounce trade, it will touch 154, maybe test 153, get a big rejection of lower prices, everything we want to see, on the tape, and then go up, and then maybe we end up buying it like 156. The goal is not to buy at the lowest price possible. This is not long-term investing. The goal is to buy at a moment that shows there is bulls are overtaking bears. Okay. This level here is also very key because we had a very nice, 2-1, right? It was, I apologize. It was resistance here. It was support here. And then when it broke below it, shorts completely destroy it. So we know that a break above 2-1 is where shorts will get squeezed. So those are the two, entries here. I would also, if it doesn't give a support bounce there, I would also trade a break above VWAP. This area, 195 is also a key level of resistance, and VWAP's right there. So that could cause a mini squeeze. That could bring it here. And then if it breaks above there, then we can have a bigger squeeze. Also here, see, it hasn't quite touched 154, which, 155 is a psychological number, so it makes sense that it's finding bottom there. At this point, if that's really the bounce, and if we've missed it, basically like on the candles where it bounced, I don't see that increase in volume that I want to see, so I'm not like dying to enter thinking that I've missed it. So I would wait for second confirmation, which would be the first 5-minute candle to make a new high. See, we've been making constantly lower highs because bulls are weak. Finally testing 154. Come on. See, not much really. Not seeing. Okay, let's see the volume. It's picking up now. We're seeing some buyers. Here's the volume picking up. Okay. Okay, this is good. This is a confirmation for a bounce. Volume increase. Yeah, the tape flashing green. What I was about to say earlier was we could also wait for the first 5-minute candle to make a new high because it's constantly making lower highs. If it makes a higher high, that would be a good confirmation. But this is good. This is enough of a price action for me to say this is a valid bounce. And you have to remember, when you trade below all indicators, so when you're below VWAP, when you're below EMA, it's obviously harder. You're in bear's territory, so it's not as easy for it to move. It's very different. If it were to break 210, it can explode right away very quickly. You don't normally see that explosion down here in reversal trades, which is why I'm not a very big fan of reversal trades, because you just need more patience trading them. And I'm not a very patient person, but normally those are, you play the long game on those. Okay. I apologize. Like I said, I'm a little sick. This one is also something that we've seen, on Scanner in the past. We've definitely traded in the past. It had news this morning, so it had a pretty violent news move and secondary news move and all of that. A nice rebound bounce and continued going. So it still has momentum, even though the news was dropped, 8:13, so half an hour ago. It definitely still has momentum, which is good. It'll provide opportunities. It's again a stock that traders know at some point in the past it was popping up. It's pharmaceutical stocks. So a lot of these small caps end up being pharmaceutical stocks, and they constantly have some sort of catalyst, approvals, research, trial results, whatever. So they do tend to pop up every few months. Those are the key levels. Also made a 5-minute flag break. As long as it's hot, I would even trade 1-minute flag breaks. This is my favorite looking charts, right? So we'll see if this one keeps continuing today, if it's not just a short-lived news move. Just want to see what it is. Okay. Smokers. This one, right now, obviously, it's below all indicators, not anything that's interesting me at the moment, but this area here, 165, was flat top, so very strong resistance. When it broke above it, it gave a major squeeze. When it broke below it, shorts destroy it. So if the stock were ever to do anything today, it would have to first break over 166. So I won't even put it on the watch list. I will just have an alert for break above 166. If it breaks above it, Thinkorswim will alert me, and then I can take that trade. But before that, I'm not interested. UHN, another stock that we've been trading quite a lot for the past couple of weeks. A nice chart again. So when it broke below this level, fell into oblivion more, broke above it, had a squeeze. This is another squeeze level that it just broke above. So let's just see where we could see an even bigger squeeze. So obviously when it broke below this level of 575 or so, we saw major selling. So we're going to set an alert there for the next squeeze level. Obviously bounce on this level would be a trade. Bounce on this level, which now, hopefully doesn't go that far down anymore, because that at this point that's below VWAP. The mark, oh my god, blast from the past. Mark was something that we traded a lot, I want to say like 2 years ago. And then it's been popping on Scanner this past week. Has some news, whatever, it's one of those things. These stocks come back from the dead every now and then. I think Mark has a little bit of a higher float, but then again, like, it's a very known stock in the trading world, so traders know it. Just sometimes not as easy to trade it because the float, I'm pretty sure the float is higher, unless I'm mixing it up with something, but oh, great, how did I put this? Let's see the float. Float, Mark. Plus, who knows, since then they could have like 89 million. Okay, so it's not that bad. Not as bad as I remember it. Still obviously a lot higher than what we normally trade, but it's fine. We know the stock has good history, so. Okay, so this one, obviously, this level is such a sharp rejection. So if it were ever to break above that, that's an obvious short squeeze level. Before that, I would also trade a break above this level. Um, I would just trade a squeeze on this one. I wouldn't try and trade a reversal. Um, well, I guess this is a good reversal area because this, what is the high here, 198. At this point, the bounce might be over, but I guess it's a resistance, turn support. You could probably trade a bounce on 0.98. I don't love the cheaper stocks, the ones below dollar. We're this close to dollar, I'll trade them because then they want to reach dollar. And this one already has a nice range because it went to 136 today. So I trade this one. I like the range. This one looks like it just dropped news. Yeah, it just dropped news. I could set up a secondary news move now. A secondary news move is, we'll trade the first one when the candle will make a new high. Or a VWAP bounce. Here's VWAP. Let's see if it gives the bounce. Not quite bouncing. These levels are from some other time. At this point, we'll just have to wait for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, which would be break above 133. Oh, this one was good to us yesterday. Had a very nice move when it broke above this key level of 172. And then it seems like to still be respecting it today because that's where it found the bounce. That was a short squeeze level from yesterday. Once it broke above it, we had a major squeeze. And then this morning, looks like it just used that to find bottom. And it's slowly grinding up. Yeah, I'll definitely be interested in trading this one today. It was had a very nice move yesterday, so we know short sellers like it, and they're in there right now. We have a flat top on this 203. So break above 203 could be a squeeze, but also let's see what the 5-minute chart looks like. Yeah, definitely. That's the squeeze level. It's a perfect flat top. So I definitely trade a break above 203. And then I would also, love for it to, if it pulled back to the EMA 20, I would definitely take that bounce trade or the first 5-minute candle to make a new high. These flag breaks, I trade that too. Okay, so a lot of exciting stuff today. Let me close this off so we can go and trade in the chat room. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy trading.